Silicon Dragon here at Cyberport. My name is Rebecca Fannin. I'm the founder and the author of Silicon Dragon, and now a media entrepreneur myself with Silicon Dragon News and Events. This is our second annual event at Cyberport. We love this venue, so we hope to be back again next year. We have a big crowd today, 300 people, more than 300 people have registered from many geographies. We have Beijing, Shanghai, Shenzhen, Hong Kong, Singapore, Sydney, Silicon Valley, San Francisco, New York, Vancouver, all represented here. Also, New Zealand is here from Auckland, Hawke's Bay, I believe. So we've got a good representation today. We also have a full program. We have 25 speakers. Those speakers include leading tech entrepreneurs, leading venture capitalists, leading angel investors, and startup advisors. So we're ready for a full program. We are going to be having our cocktails and dinner after the program, so I hope you'll stay around for that. Last year, we had a storm come through at about midway through the program, so hopefully the storm's going to hold off for a little while here. I just want to make a few announcements. If you are tweeting today, you can tweet at Silicon Dragon. The hashtag for this event is Silicon Dragon HK. The internet connection, there's free Wi-Fi here. The password is ITFest at CYP. Password is ITFest at CYP. And the service is ITFest 2014. So I'll hope you'll log in and tweet the event for us. A couple of announcements. We are launching our Silicon Dragon Awards for the year here. I hope that you picked up a sheet with all the details about how to apply and how to present at one of our upcoming events. One of our upcoming events would be in Beijing or Shanghai or Hong Kong again. Beijing is going to be May 15, Shanghai is going to be September 21, and Hong Kong again, November 13. And in between that, there's also a postcard in all the materials that you received, which outlines all of our programs coming up, even including Bangalore this year. Bangalore will be in late November, so I hope that you picked up one of those as well. Finally, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Our sponsors for this evening's event include KPMG. They're our series sponsor for China, and we've worked with them for several years now. They've been also our award sponsor. We are also proud to say that we have Cooley as our legal sponsor for this evening's event. Thank you very much to both Cooley and KPMG. And last but not least, we have Cyberport to thank for this great venue and for their hospitality. So without further ado, I would like to invite Herman Lam, who is the CEO of Cyberport, up to the stage to make a few welcoming remarks.
Okay, thank you very much, Rebecca, Joey, all the distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to welcome back the Dragon, the Silicon Dragon. As a matter of fact, this is the second consecutive year that we have the privilege to support this very meaningful event. Not only that, I think we actually has been following the Dragon into many other cities and events as well. So coming back to the Hong Kong event, the Cyberport event, last year's event is actually a big success. We have received tremendous feedback from the participants from last year. The insight, the sharing was very much very good. And also, I think the opportunity for the participant to network with the other participants was also very, very much valued by the participants. So this year's event is going to be with a very high expectation, and it's the most anticipated one. So we have a big challenge in front of us, Rebecca. The theme for this year's event, Silicon Dragon, is showcasing innovations in technology and finance with a China spin. So I think you don't need to tell me that China is a very big market with a lot of resources, a big market, talent, and everything. According to the U.S. exports and also the IDC, the China's ICT market in 2014 will reach some US dollar $400 billion, growing at 11% year over year. And if you just look at IT market alone, it's actually going to be $205 billion US, growing at 14% year on year. So that is a big opportunity, and it's difficult for any of us to miss that opportunity. And I think that's why many of the Hong Kong-based tech startups, I meant both homegrown and also from overseas, are very eager to learn more about this opportunity. And I think the speakers tonight, this evening, will be able to share a lot of insights. Coming back to Cyberport, just like similar to Silicon Dragon Adventures, Cyberport is very passionate about startups. We try to provide a one-stop platform for tech startups to develop the business in Hong Kong and addressing not only Hong Kong, but also Greater China and to the globe. In the last few years, we have already granted under the Cyberport Creative Microfunding Scheme over 100 projects. This is a funding scheme that we will provide seed money, $100,000 Hong Kong, for teams to turn ideas into prototype. We also encourage cross-culture, cross-border collaborations. So in particular, under that scheme, we have university programs for Hong Kong, Shenzhen, and for Hong Kong, Guangzhou, so that teams can have very dynamic and diverse projects coming out of that collaboration. Another flagship program of Cyberport is the Cyberport Incubation Program. We have already admitted 219 ICT startups under that program. For some of the companies, maybe they are waiting for the next intake, or they don't want to go through all these vetting procedures, but they just want to be part of the community. They can also join us as a smart space user, and we have over 100 of those companies at Cyberport as well. So you're adding all this up, it's actually quite a significant community. It is gaining critical mass. It's over 400 of them. So that's all very exciting. And our plan, our goal is to recruit another 150 incubators in the next 3 years, and also to support at least another 150 CCMF projects in the next 3 years as well. And we will continue to expand and grow the smart space community. And if you are interested in any of the things I just mentioned, you have a plastic folder in front of you. A lot of information is actually inside, and you can find out a lot of more detail. I know my time is up, but I want to make sure that I thank everybody who joined this event, and I want to thank Rebecca and the speakers. Thank you.
Thank you, Herman. Thank you. Thank you, Herman. That sounds like a very ambitious agenda you have. Next, I'd like to welcome to the stage Ms. Joey Lam, who's here in the front row. She's representing the Hong Kong Government Information Office and is involved in many of the tech initiatives that are happening here in this city. Thank you.
Rebecca, Herman, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen, I promise I will be quick. Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure to join you all here at Silicon Dragon Hong Kong 2014. I still remember vividly that we last gathered in the name of Silicon Dragon here in Cyberport almost exactly a year ago. I believe we would all agree that a lot has happened in the tech world and startup community, local and global since then. For instance, wearable technology has become the focus of attention, making a lot of noise. The emergence of smartwatches, for example, makes our smartphones a lot smarter and more useful without the need to take them out of our pocket. We also witnessed the virtual currency, Bitcoin, skyrocket in price while many waited to see if its price would be brought back to earth. And I guess the most talked about events of all would be Facebook's US $19 billion acquisition of WhatsApp. So what's in these latest developments that we can take home with? I guess that the whole purpose why we are gathering here today. Silicon Dragon provides the exact platform for startups, venture capitalists, and other deal makers to update each other on the latest innovation and technology trends, therefore facilitating the development of a global, all-encompassing startup ecosystem. I must thank Rebecca for bringing Silicon Dragon to Hong Kong again, which no doubt creates a highly positive impact on our startup community, judging from the great turnout today. In fact, through the efforts of many of us who are here, I'm glad to say that the startup ecosystem in Hong Kong is getting more and more vibrant by the day. And we in the government are committed to fostering this booming ecosystem where startups can grow and flourish. As a start, we have developed an online portal called iStartup at Hong Kong for Hong Kong startups, partners, and investors to freely meet and be met by one another. We have also added the Best ICT Startup Award category in this year's Hong Kong ICT Awards to recognize exemplary startups and promote entrepreneurial culture in Hong Kong. These may not be very big steps, but we hope that they will go a long way towards meeting startups' varying needs. On this note, allow me to pass the stage back to Rebecca, as I'm sure we are all very eager to learn from our speakers and experts today. May I wish you all an enjoyable afternoon. Thank you very much.
Well, we can't wait to hear all about the new technology department, right? That Hong Kong may or may not have.